Welcome to the Mill Spouse Coffee House Podcast, where military spouses are free to espresso themselves.
So they were just coming on for chit chat, and I don't have time for chit chat.
Yeah, it's like my life doesn't matter anymore. And I guess that's part of being a military spouse, is being in La La Land for a little while.
That is precisely how this goes.
Your podcast baristas Leslie and Brittany have a latte on their minds.
Birds, if their babies ain't flying when they push them out of the nest, they don't go back for them.
Ooh, that's a good point.
We'll serve up some of the hottest topics in the military spouse community.
Kind of excited. I feel like I'm like a mature woman.
Yeah, you're a grown-up now. Sort of.
This is for all military spouses.
Even you.
You can sit with us.
Here are your hosts, Leslie and Brittany.
And you're listening to another episode of Mill Spouse Coffee House. Welcome.
Hey guys,
back.
we have the giggles today. Get ready.
Seriously, I'm not really even sure how we're going to make it through this episode. Because
I don't know. And the catch is, everyone, we had to do serious things. We were trying to do them before this, but we didn't make it. So we just figured we'd show up and provide entertainment for you and then try to be serious later.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how successful we're going to be at that, but we can certainly try.
We can try.
Yeah. So what do you have going on? What's up?
Wow, I don't know. Oh, let me tell you.
I know that's kind of a loaded question. Did you spit water out?
I'm choking. It's like in my
no.
nose. Okay.
Right, serious.
Oh, so we had to take care of... If you're on YouTube, my mascara is running down my face because I'm laughing so much. Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
I got some new mascara, so cool. Actually, not
it's
exactly
not
cool.
Waterproof.
It's not, no. I don't like waterproof that much because it's so hard to get off and it tears up your skin and makes you have more wrinkles.
I can't wear it either because I can never get it off.
Anyway, but my favorite mascara got discontinued. So this is new stuff. Yeah, I walked in there like on a mission to get my mascara, and the lady at the MAC counter was like, "I'm so sorry to disappoint you, but..."
Well, why'd they discontinue it? Were you the only person buying it?
Probably. It was extremely likely. So, whatever.
Well,
so I tried this new one. Not as much of a fan, but there's lots of mascaras in the world.
Oh, yes. There's a mascara for everybody.
So, got new mascara, and then we also had this dog here for like 3 or 4 days that I was dog sitting. I mean, I don't know what I was doing. He was just somebody was in the hospital unexpectedly, so had to take care of his dog, and yeah.
Yikes.
So he was big and fluffy and snuggly, but he was really stinky, so I couldn't snuggle him.
Oh.
Gave him a couple baths,
And he still was stinky after the bath?
Yeah, I think that he was in his kennel a little longer than he should have been before somebody found out the whole situation. So
no, poor buddy.
Yeah, so he was kind of like matted and
Oh,
but I mean, he's alive.
That makes me sad, but I'm glad you were able to take care of him.
Yeah, so that was kind of fun. But other than that, mascara and a dog for 3 days, that is my life. That's the excitement around here.
Super exciting. We Genevieve didn't have school yesterday or today because they're doing teacher meetings, so I got to go yesterday. She's currently upstairs, so you may see a cameo. One reason why I have the Zoom background too is because my house is kind of messy.
It's
but
a really pleasant background.
No, look, it looks like I'm sitting in this chair. I don't know if you can see it.
And you have a really fancy desk.
I know.
And like
a teacup
library behind you.
Looks like so I'm pretty fancy today. But she's currently upstairs making a sign that says "No parents allowed" that she's putting on her door. So I'm not really sure. Yeah. She asked me how to spell it, so I spelled it for her, and we'll see how that goes.
You should have told her to sound it out. You don't want parent help? Sound it out.
That's true. You don't want me to come in your room? I'm not helping you make this sign.
Figure this out yourself.
No, but she did it, so we'll see how often that sign goes up. It's probably just going to stay up there the whole time.
That's what I would do if I was 5.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm sure. Oh, don't give Lula ideas.
I know.
She just went back to school, by the way.
She did. Is she liking
Yeah,
it?
it's her first. This is day 3. I think so. She hasn't cried. So,
That's good.
except yesterday she's like, "Can I get a lunchbox because everybody else has lunchboxes?"
Well,
It's
what
like,
did you
"Whoa."
been sending her, like in a bag or something?
No, she can eat lunch at school.
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
yeah, I was a kid that ate lunch at school.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know who. Listen, I don't have time to make your breakfast or your lunch before. Nope, not that mom. So sorry. You're gonna eat that lunch,
Eat the rectangle pizza.
right? But unfortunately, I don't think lunch is nearly as good as it was when we were kids because it's all healthy and shit.
Oh yeah, so you don't get like we had chocolate milk that was like in a bag. You'd literally like stab it with a
Bag?
yeah, it was a bag of chocolate milk or regular milk. It was not even in a
Wow.
carton. It was a bag, and you'd stab it with the pointy,
Yeah.
like a Capri Sun kind of, but it would laid flat like a
Like a blob?
yeah,
Oh my.
like a blob, just like that. Yeah, it was super weird.
That is really strange. I
Yeah.
feel like a carton would be better and more eco-friendly.
Yeah, agreed. I don't know what it was with the bags.
Wow. So tips for the holidays, those milk cartons, if you glue graham crackers to them, and you can make like the perfect gingerbread house for little kids to make.
Ooh, that's a good
'Cause
idea.
it's not so big and you're not actually using icing to put the gingerbread together because that never works.
Oh gosh, no.
Okay, nailed
It's
it.
the worst.
Yeah, so I did that in Christmas. I did that for Christmas in first grade, and I have done it almost every year since first
That's
grade.
awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So there's
Good
my
tip.
tradition. Leave the graham crackers out for a few days so that they're stale, though.
Aren't they more? No, I guess they're not more crispy.
No, they get kind of chewy so that it's easy. They're more flexible so they don't break apart when you're trying to break them.
Ooh,
Because you have to break them in half for the squares on each side.
very smart.
Yeah. It's a lot of experience on that one.
I
like
can't
25
help you right
years.
now. I can't
Oh,
help you right
there
now.
she is. She can't spell parents.
She's mad at me.
Mm.
But what are we talking about today, actually?
Being unicorns, like
Oh,
your daughter is doing right
yes.
now.
Yes, being a unicorn. That is definitely Genevieve's favorite animal, right? Is that your favorite animal? I think she's ignoring me.
Mm.
But we were talking about being unicorns. Like always, we couldn't come up with a topic. And
Right.
this kind of was one that we were talking about, like, to be unique, be yourself, because that's really what sets you apart from other people. And I think I wanted to talk about this because for so long I felt like now nobody ever told me this, but I kind of felt like I had to put a filter on who I was, especially like on social media and
Yeah.
you know, like, not that I'm going to go off and post like crazy, but I was with the same company for 15 years. We all know
Right.
this, right? I recently just started a new job. And when I applied for this new job, I asked the person that was interviewing me, I asked her, what is it that you like about working for this company? And she said to me, she goes, I'm able to work for a company that finally allows me to be me. And that, to me, that was like, okay, sold. Like, I want to be a part of something that allows me to be me, because I feel like I've had to hide it for so long because
Right.
of like Big Brother. Like, I worked for a big corporation. So, you know, we had a lot of people who were kind of watching what you were doing online a little bit.
I feel that.
You know, and I'll never, like 10, 12 years ago, no, it's like 10 years ago when Twitter, I was brand new on Twitter. Like, I don't do Twitter now, but I thought, oh, let me just see what this is all about. Well, apparently it had connected to my Facebook and my LinkedIn, and I would put a message out in the world. I was like, let's just see what happens with this message when I put it out in the world. And I wrote, thinking about a career change, any ideas?
Whoopsie.
It was connected to my Facebook and my LinkedIn, and I had no idea because I tweeted it. And then I went around doing stuff for the rest of the day and thought, oh, let's just see what people came back with. Like, I didn't understand how any of that stuff worked, you know? I got no replies. Like, nobody gave me any.
Wow, I'm surprised HR wasn't like, let me tell you.
Well, I got a call from my boss, and she's like, do you realize that what you tweeted is on your LinkedIn, it's on your Facebook, like we all see it. And I was like, oh no, I did not.
Oops. Oh my God.
So, it ended up
That is
being
an awkward
fine.
conversation. Wow.
I didn't, yeah. Oh, I know. Gosh. After that, I felt so embarrassed, and I thought, I'm not doing anything online. Like, I'm just not, because
Ooh, you were scarred.
yeah, I was definitely scarred from that. And so that's why
Traumatized.
I've been so not secretive, but I'm like, I'm not interested in people at work knowing that I have a podcast and all of that. And so now
Mhm.
I'm very much like, I have a podcast. This is what I like to do. And I had a blog, and I tried to start a gig, thing for military spouses.
Right.
Like, this is who I am. And so, and then my new company has been like, awesome, great, wonderful. Like, they love that.
That's fantastic.
So now
Yeah.
I've been a little bit more like interested in getting more involved in LinkedIn, like, okay, I feel like I don't have to hide who I am
Yeah.
anymore.
I like it.
And
Yeah.
I
I
can be
mean,
me. I can be the unicorn that I am,
you are a unicorn.
I mean,
Can you
So-
change your background on cue
oh
to
yeah.
have like
What do you
fields
need?
and a
Yeah.
horn or something
Oh,
behind you?
sure. Yeah. Hold on. Hold, please.
Maybe a rainbow.
Yeah. You just.
But yeah, no, I know what you're saying, because I have recently fallen off the face of social media for the last couple of months because I took a teaching job.
Yeah.
And listen, I can't do it. I can't be found by parents, by kids, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I really have to watch it, especially on TikTok, because TikTok is not. Oh, there is a unicorn, Brittany. Wow.
Wait, there's also filters. Hold on. Let's
That's
see.
perfect.
I think there's a unicorn filter.
Please remain in that state.
But yeah, so I finally felt like I could be myself, and I know that you're not teaching right now, but
Mhm.
are you going to get back into social media, do you think? Or
I would like to get back in the game, make some TikToks.
it's just nowadays, like, I feel like we have to be on social media because
Right.
of what else are we going to do?
Here's my love-hate relationship with social media. I advise people not to scroll social media endlessly because
Right.
of, like, the number one, it's a time sucker. Are you really looking at anything like that's impacting your life, or are you just looking at other people
'Cause you're
and
bored.
feeling bad about yourself because that person has a picture of a perfect family on Instagram?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I actually don't like when people scroll. However, if you follow the right accounts and people that are inspirational and are like genuinely doing something to make your life better, productive, maybe you're learning something, or inspiration, entertainment, sort of, kind of, to an extent. Don't sit there for 3 hours and continue to scroll and look at stories.
Oh my gosh.
But so that's where I'm at. So it's like, I kind of struggle putting myself on social media so much as I'm simultaneously saying, don't be on social media.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm trying to find that balance. And basically what happened, and this is how my life goes, and I'm trying to figure this cycle out, is I'm an extremist. I will go hard on social and burn myself out, and then I will stop completely.
So you've got to find that happy balance.
Yeah, and stay consistent. And consistency is a key to anybody who's trying to build an audience online. Wow. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So
Well, I mean,
to be a unicorn.
yeah, I'm thinking, like, what can you do to be a unicorn? Like, I feel like you were in this last position that you took, it fell into your lap, and so you kind of made it
That
your
was
own,
great.
and it was perfect for you. And
It was.
because you fit that role. You were the unicorn for that role. Like, you were
literally.
right. So you can make yourself have opportunities open up for you if you just are the unicorn that you are, meaning somebody's looking for what you're offering. You just have to
Right.
be you, really.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I do have to do that. Yes. Yes, I do.
Be you, and you will find your job, or you will find.
You'll attract it. I mean,
you really will.
We talked
Going
about
back to
manifestation.
manifesting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and if you just, honestly, there's a whole lot to the cheesy saying, which I believe we said on that episode too. If you believe it, you can achieve it.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to believe, and you got to have faith that the universe is working for you. That's the catch. It's like, I honestly, that saying, it's too good to be true, is starting to get on my nerves because people keep using it in a pessimistic way. Like, no, nothing is too good to be true if you believe it will happen.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like it really can be.
Yeah. Like your life can literally be extraordinary, but you have to believe it to be extraordinary, and you have to continue to have faith in that even when things suck. And that is
Yeah.
where the majority of society gets hung up, is when you are like, because it's so easy to be conditional, you know, like happy when things are going great, and then you're like, oh, everything sucks when like one thing happens. And then once you feel like life sucks, guess what? It keeps on rolling bad things at you.
Then it does suck for real. Yeah.
And it shows you like, okay, you believe life sucks? I'm going to show you suck.
Yeah, bring
Here
it
we go.
on. You know, like,
Yeah.
here, get ready, because here it comes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't be conditional to such situations. But yeah, believe it and achieve it. You're right. I just need to be a unicorn and attract the position that I want.
I think just embracing what makes you you, and I'm still having a really hard time with that, and like being like, it's okay to do this, and it's okay to do this, and you know, don't feel embarrassed. Like I posted something on LinkedIn on Monday and I had such anxiety about it, you know.
Right.
I was like, oh my gosh, what if people see this and this wasn't the right message, and or somebody, I don't know.
Ooh,
Like,
yeah, I do that all the time.
you know, like, I don't know. And I think you just have to kind of get over that and be like, either it's going to help somebody or it's not going to do anything for them. Like, I don't think that anybody is going to be offended by what I said.
Right. Yeah. And once you put it out there, the right person will see it.
Yeah.
The right person
right.
will find it. So, you know, law of attraction. You attract what you put out. So if you put out good, the right person will find it all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I'm kind of in that place where it's like, am I, you know, because I've had shiny object syndrome for a few years. And I'm finally like down to where I've tried all the things. I know it works. I know it doesn't work. What fits my personality, what doesn't fit my personality. And I'm kind of in a very comfortable place with where I want to go. But when you look back, it's like, well, what really have you done, Leslie? And It's like, I don't have a lot to show at this point because it's all lessons learned, you know, like, so I can't like write it down. I could write it down on some paper. I should write a book.
You should write it down, because it might, I mean, maybe you're you're the unicorn that went through it all and needs to be able to share that. Like maybe that's what you do on LinkedIn, is start sharing that knowledge on LinkedIn as articles. And
I
then,
should. Brittany's obsessed with LinkedIn, if y'all haven't noticed.
Yeah, I know. I got like the last couple of, I mean, Leslie and I met on LinkedIn. The job that I just got was on LinkedIn. I'm connecting with a lot of people. Like, people are using it like crazy now, and it's not the nonsense that you see on Facebook. Like, there's
also
no nonsense.
Great point.
So it's more about like supporting, which is really what I want to be around anyway. So
yeah, I don't need all that drama, and I also don't want to look at fake lives either. Like, I don't like fake anything, and I just don't have time for it anymore. Like, even family and friends, if you're not doing something productive with your life, I don't want to talk about it.
Right.
Like, it's a waste of my energy. It's a waste of, you know, my attention when I could be putting great into the world.
Well, and then it's like, if you're going to sit here and complain, but you're not doing anything about it, like, that doesn't make it, that's what irritates me even more. When somebody's like, oh, I hate the way this is done, or my life sucks because of yada, yada, yada. It's like, well, what are you doing besides complaining?
Exactly.
So be that change. I don't know. I feel like this is more of like a preaching session, but with my unicorn hat.
Welcome.
But I think it's important to really kind of like embrace who you are, you know?
It is very, yeah. And you got to understand too, is that like, you're not going to please everybody.
That is a hard thing for me. That is a really hard thing for me.
I bet. You just can't. And you can't. Like, if you speak to everyone, you speak to no one. If you're for everyone, you're for no one.
I know. But I'm like, but why? But I get it. I get it.
Yeah, and that has to do with some of my like business failures and past is because I was trying to please everyone. I didn't want to say anything to offend somebody, but if you're like, you're going to offend somebody, somebody's going to not like it. So you might as well go all in on the people who do like it that you connect with.
Right. And that makes a difference.
Mhm.
So be the unicorn to propel change in not only your life, but other people's lives.
Wow.
Because I think once you figure out who you are,
Nothing else matters.
nothing else matters, right?
Yeah. Like you have to just be very content. Like I am so content with my life and who I am that like somebody could be super mean and I'm just like, you know what? I really hope you have a great day today.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, I hope your day gets better because like I just don't care anymore. If my order is wrong at the restaurant, I'm just like, all right, cool. Like
I can deal with it.
not
Yeah.
personal. Like, but some
Right.
people, flip out about that stuff. Like they didn't mean to. I mean, maybe they did, but
I mean, people make mistakes, and I think that's the important thing to remember
Right.
too. And that's something that I think all of us are realizing with 2020 being such a dumpster fire,
wow.
that we're all human beings,
It's an understatement.
we are all human beings. And even business and corporate world is getting more humanized, I guess.
Yes, I do
Like,
agree with that.
Where they're recognizing that people have kids, and they're recognizing that, if you're sick and you're on a Zoom call, you're not looking the best and you're probably wearing your PJs, but at least you showed up for work that day, or you may have a kid in the background, or,
Right.
people are
Yeah.
being more accepting now, I think, which is incredible.
Well, and accepting and because I think for a long time, like honestly, since the Industrial Revolution, we've been kind of put into boxes and turned
Yeah.
into robots, and people don't realize what is actually available to them, what's actually out there. And everybody's kind of stuck in this mundane situation, which is why you look at a lot of like, people. And right now, like I'm specifically thinking of like people my parents' age
Right.
that are stuck in that. You must have a 9 to 5. That's all you do. Like, this is it. You retire and then you die. Like,
Right. I don't want that. I don't know
No.
about you, but I don't want that.
I can't do it. And I've been fighting hard to not do that. And that in itself has cost me.
Yeah, but at least you're fighting it, and at
Right.
least you're
No
trying.
dream worth having. What's the rest of that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, but I will find out.
No dream worth having.
Dream worth having. No dream.
I was really feeling that in my soul too. And then I lost it.
No dream worth having
Is worth.
Come on.
Oh, God.
I can't figure it out. Like, it doesn't say.
Stop. You know how to Google.
I know. The only dream worth having, I told her, is to dream that you will live while you're alive and die only when you're dead.
No. That is not it. Wow. No.
Okay. If you don't dream, there's no use of dreaming.
I mean, okay, that's not it, but I'll take that one. That one's way better than the last one. Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
hold on. Oh, maybe this. Oh, Justin Bieber said this one, and this got to be good.
Oh God.
If you don't dream big, there's no use of dreaming. If you don't have faith, there's no use. Nothing worth believing. Didn't I just read that?
Their lyrics to his song?
It is Justin Bieber. Oh my gosh. He said something kind of smart. I've got a dream that is worth more than my sleep.
I love that. That's actually kind of great. Except, y'all, you do need to sleep. I will say I fell into that trap as well when I was trying to build my first business. I did not sleep because I'm like, oh, you got to work hard and all the hours and the payout will be great. No, I got nothing and I was sleep deprived and losing my shit and eventually burnt out and had to close my doors.
Probably were super cranky. Like, oh my gosh. No sleep will do that to you.
I can't. I am somebody that has to have 8 hours of sleep.
Me too. Me too.
So.
I totally get it. But we're running out of time for this particular episode. But I think it's really important for you to do whatever you can to figure out who you are. Like, I'm 38. It took me this long to figure that out. Like, I hope nobody
It's never too late, and you can always start over. You can literally start
Right.
over every minute of every day. That
I
you're
know,
alive.
and that's the coolest thing is like each day is a chance to just kind of have that new perspective and to start anew. So I encourage all of our listeners to do that. And I want to know what you are doing to be a unicorn. So can you share that with us, please? What are you doing to be a unicorn? Share it with us on social media. Maybe we do hashtag be a unicorn.
Ooh, wow. I
We'll
feel like
see.
that's going to be already taken by a lot of things. But
Milspo unicorn.
Okay.
Milspo unicorn.
I really doubt that one's taken. Because most of the things we do around here, other people don't do for very good reasons.
All right, so hashtag Milspo unicorn. Share with us what you are doing to make yourself stand out and be you, because each of us has something to show for. All of us have something to stand out, right? Or something to
offer the world.
Offer the world, right?
Okay, I made up for that dream quote.
Just by being you. So I got to write this down. Hashtag Milspo unicorn.
Do it. And thanks for sticking around this episode. As usual, it was a little tangent-y.
Sorry about that, but
this is Milspo's Coffee House.
It is the way of the coffee house.
Unicorn.
If you can't see what we're doing, oh yeah, unicorn will be just one.
Like, I don't know, but I feel like one is weird. It's more like aliens. These are ants.
Figure it out.
We have to go.
Thanks again for sticking around with us. We'll see you again in a couple of weeks with My Secret Guest. That will be airing on, I think, on October 30th. Woo! October 30th is when My Secret Guest will air.
Halloween.
So stick around, folks. We will see y'all later. Let us know what you're doing.
See you at the Candy Hangover.